How's it going, everybody? Nick Lesios back once a motherfucking again to teach you guys some more computer shit. Today's tutorial is going to be about how to install Python 3 and Python 2 on your Windows computer. I have a virtual machine running for you guys because I already have them both installed. Um, let's jump right into it. So, you're going to want to go over to your browser and look up Python 3 or Python 2, or maybe both of them, and then go ahead and go to the download section. And you're going to just want to scroll down for Python 2.7.15. You're going to want to just go ahead and download the latest version of 3. In this case, 3.7.1 right here. If I click download, it will automatically start downloading. For this one, you're going to have to go down here and then select whichever version that you want, whichever operating system works for you. Okay, so I already have these downloaded for you guys so that you don't have to sit and wait for me downloading Python. Let me just go ahead and go over to the downloads folder. Right there. Not in there? It's alright. Go ahead and this is the Python 3 installer. Before I start this. Okay, so this is the Python 3 installer. Something very important that you want to do is click add path, add Python 3.7 to the path. Let's go ahead and go to custom install. So make sure pip is checked. This should be checked. You can install idle if you want. I'm going to just leave all of these default options checked. So this is good too. This is good. I'm not using VS Visual Studio. I like VS Code. It's a lot more lightweight than Visual Studio. Do another video on that one. This is almost done installing. So while this is installing, you can go ahead and open your start menu and type environment variables, right? Environment variables. It should be the first thing that comes up. Press enter, click on environment variables right here, this little box, and we'll just close that for now. Let's just leave this open and wait for this to finish. So basically, like, what these environment variables are is like a lot of different processes and paths to certain files and folders that your computer understands where specific programs are. And this one specifically, this path line right here, this one that says path, if you double click on it or just click edit, you can see I added these earlier because I was testing to make sure it was working. So this isn't supposed to be here. Let me just delete that for you guys. Then let's edit path again. Path one more time. So now it's here. Now you can see that the install finished, and these two path scripts are here. This is very important. Again. Okay. Hit OK. It's very important because we're going to be using Python through the command line, right? So like if you want to be able to execute programs through the command line, you have to have relative paths for them. So if I type in Python -v, oops, wrong one. Right. Let's just type in Python --version. So you can see that it's 3.7.1 right there. Let me just clear. This isn't a bash terminal. So let's go ahead and install Python 2.7 with Python 3, and I'll show you guys how to use both of them respectively. We can go ahead and you guys can just click on this and then download the respective version. I already have it downloaded, so I'm gonna just hit J and go to my downloads. Click on this. Okay, so this is the Python 2.7.15 installer. It should be the same for most of the Python 2.7 installers. I'm gonna just hit next, and then I'm gonna hit next again. So we're gonna want to scroll down and then look for add python.exe to path. This is what we're gonna want to change. This is that same tick box that we did for Python 3 because we want to be able to call our Python from our command line, right? So we're gonna just click on this and then hit will be installed to a local drive. This will work too, but I'm gonna just go with this one. And hit next and then hit yes. So this is gonna be installing. We'll just wait for this to finish installing. Let it do its thing. It's gonna take a second. All right, it should finish any second now. And so I mean, there's a lot of advantages for having both versions of Python on your computer. You're able to work with, let's say, legacy code that, like, these pip packages haven't been updated to Python 3, or there's a lot of advantages and disadvantages to working with both types of environments. So I mean, I don't think I could think of any disadvantages actually. But so let's go that and then reopen it. Doesn't seem like it added the paths here. Let's try it anyway. So I'm gonna just type in py-2-version. Awesome. It's interesting that that works. And just type in py3-version also. Let me just type in py3 pip --version. That doesn't seem to be the right command. But let's go for Python --version. So this is the default for Python now. Python 3, because we installed that first. And let's see, where did the path end up getting installed? So the path got installed under system variables, probably because of which location that we selected when we installed Python 2. It's not a big deal. It's the exact same thing as the user variables. This is just probably for this specific user, and this is for the entire system, right? So it's the exact same thing that I had before we installed it, and then I deleted it, and now it's back. And I didn't write that in there. It got generated in there. But yeah, so now we have both versions of Python installed on this system, and we can switch between them respectively. I can call files with this instead of saying -- version. I could run a file in Python 3 with this. I could run specific packages from pip. If I type pip -- version, we can see which is the default version of pip. I believe it should be 3. Yep, Python 3. So if we type Python or pip 2.7, that's not it. But there's a way to do it. I'm sure you're gonna just have to look up how to do it. So yeah, that's Python 2 and Python 3 installed respectively on your operating system, Windows 10. If you guys enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up. If you didn't, leave a comment. Maybe leave a thumbs down. You don't have to if you don't want to. Go ahead and subscribe if you like it. There's going to be some more programming videos coming out in the future. Have a great day, guys.